Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for 10 News at 6. I'm Lindsay Ward.
I'm John Carlin. Right to our top story tonight, the Delta variant.
The majority of Virginia's adults are vaccinated against COVID-19 and mask mandates are starting to expire, but health experts warn not to let your guard down. 10 News reporter Sydney Jackstimer joins us now in the studio tonight.
So Sydney, you've been working hard to find out what people should do. What'd you find out?
Yeah, well, John, Lindsay, state experts are saying they're not quite sure what to do yet, whether you're vaccinated or not against the coronavirus. They're not sure if you need to start wearing your mask again. A doctor I spoke with says vaccines are highly effective against the virus and variants, but if you're nervous, then wear a mask to add an additional layer of protection against these new variants that are spreading. Delta variant first originated in India and is spreading in states across the U.S., including Virginia. Health leaders say most cases are in the northern and eastern parts of the Commonwealth, but epidemiologist with the State Department of Health, Dr. Brandy Darby, says everyone should be on alert.
That everyone needs to continue to be somewhat concerned about COVID-19. I mean, the numbers are much better than they have been, but we're definitely not out of the woods yet. So what I would say to anyone who's feeling nervous about the emergence of the Delta variant and wanting to protect themselves, in addition to getting fully vaccinated against COVID-19, continue to utilize those basic prevention measures.
As for people who are fully vaccinated against the virus, research shows there's also protection against new emerging variants.
People continue to have really good, strong immunity for at least 6 months after vaccination with these against all of the strains of COVID-19, not just the variants. Now, what does this mean for us? Well, it means we're kind of watching it. How long does this immunity last? And we're going to be ready with boosters if and when those are needed.
The Department of Health is adding more in-depth lab testing for the Delta variant. They're looking at the genomic sequencing of the virus, which isn't done until after the initial positive PCR test.
Not all positive samples are going to be sent for whole genome sequencing. And so we may never know if a person has a variant infection or not.
Now, if you want to know more about the Delta variant or COVID-19 in general, you can submit a question to Ask 10 by visiting our website at WSLS.com. We'll follow up with experts during the Allegheny Health District upcoming news conference Thursday. In studio, Sydney Jackstimer, 10 News, working for you.
All right, turning now to your forecast. Another hot and humid day out there.
Yeah. Certainly is, but changes are coming. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich joins us now to give us more details. Jeff.
What do you got?
Well, today, tonight, even tomorrow, pretty quiet. That all changes though as we head into Thursday and Friday. That's when chances for rain and thunderstorms do increase across the region. But for now, I stress to you, it's a clean sweep on the radar. We're dry this evening. We're dry tonight. This evening, temperatures are going to be very, very warm at 7, mid to upper 80s on average, falling to near 80 as we head, say, towards 10 o'clock. Your Wednesday planner showing temperatures starting out tomorrow in the 70s by 8 a.m. Okay, so already at 8 a.m., temperatures are going to be pretty warm. High temperatures tomorrow, 93. That's going to be one of the hottest days we've had so far this year. We're hazy, hot, and humid on Wednesday with a slight chance for a stray thunder shower or two in the mountains come after about maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Your 4th of July weekend forecast showing that on Friday, the chance for rain 60 to 70%. So Friday, we're going to have showers and thunderstorms around. By Saturday, we lowered that chance for rain to 30%. Certainly a few thunder showers will be around Saturday. And then look at the 4th of July. A 20% chance for a stray thunder shower. Temperatures Friday, Saturday, upper 70s. By Sunday, we climb into the lower 80s. All right, so I posted this on social media. It bears repetition. The sunset won't get any later this year than it is right now. Sunset is at 8:44. In 2 weeks, that sunset goes to 8:41. And then in 6 weeks, that sunset goes to 8:18. So we're enjoying the longest days of the year pretty much as we speak. Guys, back to you.
I love this time of year. Thank you, Jeff. Well, the pandemic has worsened supply chain shortages, and that includes medicine, and it's being felt by pharmaceutical giants and hospitals. New at 6 tonight, 10 News reporter Courtney Lockie working for you to learn what you can do if your pharmacy runs out of something you need.
For more than 3 decades, Centra Health has helped people get the medication they need. But this year, it's been more difficult.
If you don't have a med, that could be life or death for some patients, so we definitely don't want to run out of medication.
Senior Director of Pharmacy Randall Puckett says medication shortages are a continual issue for pharmacies nationwide, a problem that worsened during the pandemic.
If you think about it, it's a lot like the toilet paper issue that we saw. Increased demand, everybody panics, starts buying up with supplies there. Most of those are temporary.
Experts say they don't know where shortages come from, but that it's a combination of manufacturing issues and patient demand. Companies are required to report to the FDA when a shortage happens, but they don't have to specify a reason.
About 80% of the raw materials come from overseas. So we were really concerned that, hey, we're going to start seeing other drugs be shortages, but that just hasn't come true yet.
Puckett says right now they aren't seeing any shortages that are overly concerning, but there are some things they're monitoring. He adds if there's something your pharmacy doesn't have, you should talk to your pharmacist or physician and find an alternative medication to take care of the issue. In Lynchburg, Courtney Lockie, 10 News, working for you.
This week, dozens of new Virginia laws will go into effect, and one of those brings a big change to adults with Medicaid. Starting on July 1st, more people will have expanded access to dental care. That's thanks to additional funding approved by lawmakers. Right now, benefits like preventative care, as well as x-rays, exams, oral surgeries, and dentures are only for people under the age of 20 and pregnant women. For everyone else, the only thing covered was teeth extraction.
Because there's really a need. We see people, like I say, who come in for an extraction. They may have 10 or 12 teeth that need treatment, and there's not any access to care. So the best thing, this is going to really give better access to care for particularly low-income people.
The changes are expected to impact an estimated 750,000 people. Another change starting Thursday, healthcare workers and first responders can now receive worker compensation benefits if they're disabled or die because of COVID-19. But that does not include those who do not get the vaccine.
Also coming next month, the legalization of marijuana. Experts with AAA are concerned about a potential rise in impaired driving that may come with the legalization. The organization says after marijuana was legalized in Washington state, fatal crashes involving drivers who recently used cannabis doubled. Another concern, there are no roadside tests to measure impairment after marijuana use.
With all of this happening in the next couple of days is that there just aren't enough drug recognition experts out there right now to stop all of those who may be hitting the road impaired. Now,
AAA also adds that passengers are not allowed to use marijuana or have the drug in an open container. Happening right now, take a look. VDOT showing off designs for a busy Roanoke County road. We have a live look from the virtual meeting. Leaders are discussing the $17.5 million project to replace Route 419 and Route 220 interchange with what they call a diverging diamond. And tonight is your chance to give input till 7 o'clock. If you didn't go to the meeting, you can still submit a comment before July 9th.
Another big improvement is coming to Interstate 81. A nearly $180 million project will widen the north and southbound lanes at the Roanoke County and Salem exits. That's mile marker 136 and 141. Leaders hope to increase driving capacity, lower crash rates, and lessen delays. The final designs are still being worked on, but construction is expected to start later this year or early next year. We now know the names of the people picked to decide the future of Lynchburg City Schools.
The 3 names approved by City Council.
Tonight, Lynchburg City Council appointed 3 people to serve each school district. Randall Trost will serve District 1, Sharon Carter, District 2, and Atul Gupta will serve District 3. These are 3-year terms. Some council members wanted it to be decided in open session, but ultimately they voted 5-2 to keep it behind closed doors. Council members who argued for an open session said this was a public matter that impacts Lynchburg families.
If I was a candidate, I would not necessarily want those types of discussions to be publicized openly.
To make a decision to delay informing the public is something I'm not willing to support at this moment.
Appointed candidates will have to complete a background check before this is finalized.
Saving money during the summer heat, the 5 things you can do around your home to cut down on your power bill.
And you are looking at a live picture from our Roanoke-Blacksburg Airport sky cam. A whole lot of blue skies, a whole lot of sunshine, some high, thin, wispy clouds mixing in as well. We will let you know when we're going to A, turn cooler, and B, we're going to have a better chance for rain and thunderstorms coming up.
Working for you to learn how to stay cool this summer while saving a little bit of money.
Appalachian Power has some suggestions. Applying weather strips to your windows and doors can prevent air leaks. You should try using a ceiling fan to cool your home, but then turn it off when you leave the room. And make sure your air filters are clean. Actually, I did that. It makes a huge difference.
So if you have to use an air conditioner, set the thermostat to the highest you're comfortable with, and check as well during the day. Cover your windows to block out heat.
Keeping the blinds closed or the shades down during the day can save customers 10 to 25% on cooling costs.
City leaders in Danville are asking people to conserve electricity between 2 and 6 p.m., not because of power outages, but because it can help determine a lower utility rate for next year.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
It's been a dry day across southwest, central, south side, and Virginia, but you'll notice that we do have rain showers south. We have storms to the west. We have rain and storms to the north. We're surrounded by wet weather. And that means eventually rain chances are going to increase for us here across our neck of the woods. Future tracker showing that tomorrow, 8 a.m., we're still dry. We're going to have, I think, some hazy sunshine to enjoy on our Wednesday. But as this front gets closer to us, our rain chances increase. So tomorrow, late day, could have a couple of thunder showers towards the mountains, but a better chance for rain will likely come in for us here during the second half of the day Thursday. So Thursday may very well start dry as you head out the door to work Thursday morning. You may actually even see some sunshine. But look what happens by Thursday afternoon. A better chance for some showers and thunderstorms pushing in. That chance for rain and thunderstorms will be with us Thursday night into the day on Friday as well. I will tell you, though, it does look as though this is going to be a faster moving front than it looked 24 hours ago. So while Thursday into Friday we're going to be very unsettled, it looks like as we head into the holiday weekend, the chance for rain will slowly but surely decrease. So your Thursday storm threat. We are under a marginal risk for severe weather. That's a level 1 out of 5 for the timing of this later into the afternoon and into the evening hour. So say from roughly 4 p.m. through about maybe 11 p.m. is our best chance to have a couple of stronger thunderstorms. Storm threats would be localized wind damage and or hail, not to mention thunder, lightning, and heavy rain as well. So again, Thursday could be a little bit of an active weather day for us. I'm not expecting a severe weather outbreak by any stretch of the imagination, but a couple of storms could pack a punch for us Thursday afternoon, maybe even into Friday. So the rain and storm coverage here for the next 5 days. Wednesday is dry for the most part. Again, a stray thunder shower possible in the mountains. Numerous showers and thunderstorms Thursday and Friday. Isolated as we head into Saturday and also as we head into Sunday. Chance for rain at around 20 to 30% as we head into the holiday weekend, with Saturday perhaps looking a tad wetter than the 4th of July. I want to take you into the tropics. Danny is no more. Danny is now just a remnant low, but we are watching 2 different storms over the open waters, both in the Atlantic Ocean, and both look to be headed towards the Lesser Antilles. The one farther out in the Atlantic Ocean has a higher chance to develop, but you need to know, as of now, there is no immediate threat to us across the Commonwealth. It's 80 right now in Wytheville, 83 in Blacksburg, 87 in Roanoke. Hotspot right now, Lynchburg, you're at 90. You're at 90 in Lexington, too. South Boston, you're at 90, 87 Martinsville and Danville. We are looking at the heat wave peaking as we head into Wednesday with highs around 87 in Blacksburg, lower 90s Covington, low to mid 90s in Roanoke, middle 90s in Lynchburg and Danville. Keep in mind normal highs at this time of year between about 82 and 88 degrees. We're going to be well above that tomorrow. 90-degree days so far this year in Danville. We've had 13 of them. Through the state on average, you usually have 14 of them, but keep in mind this time in 2020, Danville, you only had 5. So this year has actually been a hotter summer than last summer towards Danville. So for tonight, we are looking at overnight lows about 5 degrees above average. Overnight lows in the mountains tonight, anywhere between, say, 63 and 68. Outside the mountains, overnight lows, upper 60s and lower 70s. For tomorrow, a couple of late-day thunder showers possible in the mountains, otherwise hazy, hot, and humid. Highs in the mountains tomorrow, 80s and lower 90s. Outside the mountains, 90 to 96. Your extended forecast, upper 80s to near 90 Thursday, upper 70s Friday and Saturday, lower 80s on Sunday, mid to upper 80s Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday. Very unsettled here Thursday into Friday, but as I was telling you, Saturday about a 30% chance for some pop-up thunder showers. Chance for rain goes way down on Sunday to like 20%. And then Monday and Tuesday of next week actually look to be pretty dry right now, guys.
Saturday, Sunday, and July 4th all look pretty nice.
So far, let's hope the forecast doesn't change. Let's hope that this front says, to us tomorrow, hey, you know what? I love it so much here. We're going to stay here Saturday and Sunday. But right as of now, the front looks to be moving and perhaps skedaddling as we head into Friday night or midday Saturday, somewhere in that time.
Okay, this is kind of an important weekend.
Yeah,
for boating and cooking out. And Memorial Day wasn't great.
It was not.
Yeah.
This one's looking a little better.
Okay, so
owed.
far. Thanks, Jeff.
See. Yep.
All right, and here's the matchup tonight at 7 p.m. Vanderbilt leads the series 1-0. The Commodores with a chance to win the championship this evening. On to some area baseball in the Low A East. Salem on the road at Fredericksburg, trying to continue their 2-game win streak. And Lynchburg is hosting Delmarva tonight at Bank of the James Stadium. That starts at 6:30. And in Appy League action, Pulaski at home against Greenville at 7. And the Otterbots on the road at Bristol, also slated for 7 p.m. News and notes. The family of Tyler Skaggs has filed 2 lawsuits against the club, claiming negligence over his drug-related death 2 years ago. The Portland Trailblazers announced Chauncey Billups as their next head coach today. And England and Ukraine both with wins today. They move on to the round of 8 in the Euro Championship.
NBC Nightly News coming up next.
And we'll see you back here at 7.